Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today's video is going to be about a person who has been unquestionably the wealthiest president in the White House till date. Oh, we already said White House and the president, so we do know that you have already guessed who we're talking about. If your guess isn't Donald Trump, you might be living under a rock. The 45th President of the United States of America, who is now preceding his successor Joe Biden, had an eventful term, to say the least. But this billionaire has been one of America's most famous and controversial people even before he became president. But how he became a businessman, followed by becoming a president, is a tale to tell, and we're going to try and narrate that story. Unlike many others, Donald Trump was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. He was the fourth child of New York real estate tycoon Fred Trump, who had quite a bit of both reputation and money. After his older brother chose to become a pilot, young Trump became the favorite successor to his father's company. He helped his father to manage the extensive housing projects in the New York and Brooklyn area, and, as expected, took control of the company later. Trump renamed the business the Trump Organization, which he continued to look after, even after he became the president. But even if he wouldn't have succeeded in the company, he wasn't going to become homeless anytime soon. Fred Trump had already made his 5 children and 3 grandchildren millionaires by the age of 8 by setting up trust funds for each of them. If there would have been a list of millionaires below the age of 10 in the 90s, the Trump children would have undoubtedly been a part of that list. In stark contrast to the residential projects that Fred Trump took up, Donald Trump expanded the business and started investing his resources in the glitzy Manhattan project. The Commodore Hotel was transformed into the Grand Hyatt, and it was soon followed by the famous 68-story Trump Tower on the 5th Avenue. The real estate mogul bought up more properties with the Trump name with passing time: Trump Place, Trump International Tower, Trump World Tower, and other Trump towers built abroad. According to Forbes, he owns more than 500 residential units across the United States, with an estimated value of $235 million at present. Trump also looked over to casinos and hotels that have brought forward several bankruptcy filings. His commercial properties are presently valued at a grand value of $1.2 billion. But if you thought that it was just real estate that made Trump a business tycoon, you're quite wrong. The Trump empire spread its arms in the entertainment business too, and let's just say that the arms were spread really wide. In fact, Donald Trump was an owner in the Miss Universe, Miss Teen USA, and Miss USA regions for a long time, until very recently in 2016 when he moved out of the franchises. He himself debuted in an NBC show, The Apprentice, and if you ever come across him in several reality shows, don't be surprised, because he shifted his sights on those as well. Add all this to a line of merchandise and several other businesses, Forbes putting Donald Trump's net worth at $2.5 billion is quite expected. However, it's difficult to figure out the net worth accurately, owing to the fact that Trump runs a complex and private enterprise that does not release its financial records to the public. Forbes' estimate takes in exclusive golf properties that amount to $217 million, hospitality and management sector, which accounts for $80 million, and even cash stores worth a whopping $160 million. That's millions and billions raining on an American president even before he made his popular entry into the Oval Office. But how did a business tycoon enter the world of politics and actually win the presidential race? Well, Trump entering politics, again, wasn't a surprise. He had expressed his desire to become the president way back in 1987. And while most of you might not know this, he actually entered the 2000 presidential race as a Reform Party candidate. People started taking notice of his engagement in politics when Barack Obama was elected as the first African-American president, and he became an outspoken member of the birther movement, which questioned Obama's birthplace. It was not until 2015 that Donald Trump formally announced his entry into the White House race, and this was much advantageous for him, thanks to the increasing tally of followers and influence he had gained over all these years. His well-known banner, "Make America Great Again," was smeared with a controversial campaign built on promises to build a wall along the Mexico-US border, temporarily ban immigration of Muslims, and to strengthen the American economy. Despite widespread backlash and several controversies such as recordings where he's seen making lewd remarks towards women, claims of tax fraud and Russian links, Trump gained a huge number of supporters who wanted to see him achieve Brexit times 10. Although the opinion polls put him way behind Hillary Clinton in the race, Trump pulled off a surprise this time by achieving a stunning victory and was sworn in as the 45th President of the United States. Very much like his candidacy, Trump's presidential term was also marked with incessant drama and controversy. With respect to his promises, the first executive order signed by Trump banned travel from 7 Muslim major countries. This, followed by some shocking decisions such as firing FBI Director James Comey, who was allegedly probing collusions between Trump and Russia. He nominated 3 right-wing justices to the Supreme Court, leaving an invisible mark on the country for decades. The voracious 2020 Trump campaign was dominated by the coronavirus pandemic, which he was himself affected by and diagnosed for recently. The 2020 election outcome saw Joe Biden winning by a significant margin, which was challenged by Trump, who filed a lawsuit in the Supreme Court seeking to overturn the results of the presidential election in several states won by Biden. The now ex-president has continued to pursue alleged claims of election rigging and promising his sequence of actionable steps on the social media platform, Twitter. Do share your thoughts about Trump's run from a business tycoon to becoming the POTUS in the comment section below, because we would love to hear from you. Also, if you love the video, do not forget to click on the like button and subscribe to our channel. We'll be back very soon with another video.